Welcome to Inspiring Success. My name is Sheena. I am a rapid transformation therapy practitioner and a well-being coach. Thank you for joining in today's session. And all I'm really going to be doing is having a little talk about my 2 weeks going forward with the Easter holidays with my family. And I just wanted to drop a few lines to say that everybody is really different in how they are responding and where the position is right now during this time of isolation. There are so many people from so many different backgrounds going through this, from the frontline staff to the key workers to the volunteers. There are other people who are still working from a home. There's the elderly and the vulnerable, there's families, there's single parents, and the list is endless. The advice out there is also endless as well. There's so much support in a good, positive way. There's so much support online as well, but not everything will apply to each person. So, learning a new skill, for example, may not be possible if you've got a really young children or you're still working from home, and it's really important that you take a look at all the positive support that is out there for you and just use the positive things that inspire you, that you can use, that you can apply to your daily life. Like I said, not all the tips that are available will help you, and that's okay. You don't need to be doing every single thing that's out there, but just take the bits and elements that you find useful and apply that wherever your position is at the moment. So what I really wanted to do is just share what I'm doing with my kids and my family. So I'm not currently working full time. I'm flexible in my approach right now, so I can take my clients as and when I see, available for myself and the days and the hours that I've got right now. And I've got a husband who's an optometrist, and his place of work has closed. I'm also an optometrist as well. So our place of working has closed right now as well, so we are at home. I've got two children who are 8 and 6. So we have got them right now, over the Easter holidays. We've had them for the last 2 or 3 weeks now as well. And we've got to make things work and work positively within our family. And that's not to say that there might be a few tantrums and tears and frustrations along the way, but I'm going to embrace those because that's part of normal life. But this is how we have looked into going forward for the next 2 weeks. So on Sunday, we sat down and we made some family goals, and we made also some individual goals as well. So we all got a bit of paper basically, we all got a pen or a pencil, and we wrote down things that we wanted to achieve in the next 2 weeks. And these could be absolutely anything that we felt like we wanted to do, because the days and the hours and the minutes do go really, really quickly. And if you don't plan a little bit, then they probably end up being a little bit unproductive. So things on my list, for example, where I wanted to do some daily workouts, daily yoga. I wanted to do a bit of work for my own business. So creating videos, for example, or sending out emails. I wanted time for that. I wanted to be able to play a family board game. I wanted to be able to make chocolate Easter nests on Friday. I wanted to be able to make an Easter egg hunt for the children. So there were lots of things on there that were for me, but also with the family as well. And my children also did the same, as did my husband. So they'd have things like they wanted to paint bird nest boxes. They wanted to make Easter eggs. They wanted to do some more cooking together. They wanted to do a family puzzle together. So there were lots of things on their list that they wanted to do individually and together as well. And my husband had things like, cleaning out the shed, also doing a daily workout, going on a family walk once a day, and just having that scheduled in daily. So we made these family goals, and we wanted to try and structure each day so that we each did an activity in the morning and in the afternoon. And one of those activities would have been what's on the goal sheets. And we'll plan the night before that tomorrow, for example, we'll be painting these bird feeder boxes. The next day we'll be doing the Easter egg making. So every single day we had an activity plan so that we didn't wake up in the morning and think, oh, what should we do now? Okay, and have a thought process of doing that or wasting time. So every day, the night before, we planned something from the goals that we had. Every day, in terms of my own routine, I've said to the children as well that I need at least about an hour for myself to practice a meditation, catch up on some work emails, and during that hour, I've made sure that they are busy doing something as well, whether that's reading a book, playing some Lego, being creative. Of course, I'm still available for them, but I just needed that little bit of time to do my own thing as well. If they want to join me for meditation, perfect. But if they didn't, then that they were busy doing something too. Now, this may not be possible for a lot of people out there, but like I said, pick what works for you. So my daily routine consists of me waking up a little bit early, and earlier in terms of how my other family members are waking up. I'll wake up a little bit early, so about an hour earlier than everybody else, just to get my morning coffee in. Coffee is really important for me. So getting my coffee in the morning, and then I just like to just sit and just meditate for a little while. And sometimes just meditate for good 20-30 minutes, and then the other time just stare out the window and look at my Buddha that's in the garden, and just let my thoughts just flow and go and do whatever they need to do. I'm not sitting there scrolling my phone or anything like that at all. It's just having my coffee, just meditating, and just being, basically just being still. Then when the kids get up, sort their food and breakfast out, and they sort it themselves as well, depending on what they want to eat that day. And then I like to do a 30-minute workout. And so I try and get that in, and sometimes they join me in whatever workout I'm doing, or sometimes I just do it for myself. Then we get on with our activity for the day in the morning, so we do that together. And then we'll have a lunch break. And after lunch, we again will do something different as well. It doesn't have to be anything dramatic or exciting or extravagant. It could just be, like I said, playing a puzzle, playing with Lego, being in the garden and making a den, or they could be making a den while I'm just sitting watching them. It doesn't matter, but as long as they'd be, busy doing something. So we try and do that in the afternoon. And then we've been trying to go for this daily walk all together as well. So they might go on their bikes, and me and my husband will just walk behind them, just to get that little bit of exercise outside as well. And then we like to cook together in the evening. So sometimes my husband will try and cook with my daughter, because she's really into cooking right now. So maybe something simple like, grating and chopping and bits like that. So we'll either try and do it together, or my husband's really enjoying cooking with her right now. So sometimes they'll just cook and make dinner for us sometimes, which is very nice. So sometimes we'll do that. So once dinner's over, I'm getting them more into the habit of practicing, tidying up, clearing up as much as they can, and getting into the routine that they've got to also pick up on what we're doing around us, like getting them to dry up, sweep on the floor, the kitchen, give it a good tidy up. And once that is done and we're all done together, then we like to settle for a game in the evening. So this could be a board game depending on the time. It could just be a couple of games of cards, just something that we can do together in the evening just to end our day. And then the kids go up and they just read in bed for a little while, and depending what time it is, I'll say to them, okay, 10 more minutes of reading, or 20 minutes of reading time in your bed, and then I will go and tuck them in, and that's them done for the day. We'll come down, and then usually me and my husband have a bit of a debrief about the day and how the day went for us, and we'll have a bit of a chat with that, make some tea or something, and then we will put something on to watch, either a series or a movie, or sometimes we just like to just sit and read a book together, or sometimes we just end up chatting and the chat just takes a bit longer than usual. That's what we're doing, we just chat for the night. So we like to just do that for the end of the day before we start the day again the next day. So I just wanted to share what I am doing right now, and like I said, this doesn't have to work for every single one of you, but I think it's really important to just set the day with a bit of an intention, to set the week or 2 weeks ahead of you with a bit of an intention. Have those little goals written down, family goals, individual goals, so that you've got things that you want to do and achieve in the next 2 weeks at least, and just get them ticked off. And like I said, it can be as fun, as creative as you want it to be. So just having those things down, so that every day you're living each day with a purpose and some sort of routine and some sort of structure. And it's absolutely fine having a PJ day now and then, but just have that as a treat, because if every day ends up being a PJ day, you're going to lose that momentum, lose that motivation. Things are going to become more sluggish. You're not going to feel like you want to work out. You're not going to want to feel to have nutritious food. So take that opportunity to you know, have some structure, have some routine, start the day with a good intention and end the day with something nice at the end as well. So your two bookends of the day are good and structured. Hope that helps, and I'll speak to you soon. If you like and you want to see more videos, then please subscribe to the new channel as well.